Hey folks, welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I'm going to be going over the cryptocurrency markets, talk a little bit about Bitcoin and some other thoughts about some of the prophetic things that are supposed to be taking place here soon. And I'm also going to discuss a little bit about Terra Luna. Now, before I get into this, folks, I'm not a financial advisor, just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. So if you guys like these videos that I make, the support links are down below in the description and the About section of YouTube, Patreon, PayPal, and so on. All right, so let's get right into this. All right, so you see Bitcoin is still in that prophetic zone that we've been discussing about some of the prophetic words dealing with the crash, right, between 30 and 35,000. Now, it might be very well that we could receive a bull run and then we could see it come back down to this point again. It seems that, especially over the last 6 or 7 months, and even a little bit before then, that the cryptocurrency markets were tied into how well the stock market is doing. And you can see currently right now, the price of Bitcoin at 29,167. Now the year to date is down 38%, almost 39% for the year. And the stock market since the beginning of the year has also been clobbered too as well. Now, we have been seeing some signs of life within the stock market, and there's so many different issues with that. And there have been so many different predictions, and, you know, the stock market is going up and it's going down, and it's actually causing a lot of selling off within the cryptocurrency market. And one of the things that I had discussed before I got sick and before Terra Luna actually came into the picture was that I wasn't buying any more cryptocurrency. I felt like, I said, you know what, when we looked at Christopher Harris's prophecy concerning the Bitcoin flash crash, when he said where he saw in a dream it went from 10K to 0, and he believed that this was about BTC recovering quickly to 10K from the flash crash. And he saw in his statement, transfer BTC at 10K to XRP and wait till you see what you get. I believe this is about converting BTC to XRP, while BTC has a good amount to rise from 10K to fulfill a previous sequence I saw. Okay, and he's also said before about putting into Shiba Inu and other altcoins, right? So say for instance, we have a BTC flash crash, you know, say you pick up 100 Bitcoin, right? It goes up to 10K. You'd say you take half of that and you sell it off, and you put all that money into XRP, XLM, and Shiba Inu. And we've also shared other prophetic dreams and visions concerning that too as well. We have Claudia's, where the bucket of finances, and I believe that deals with the Bitcoin phishing, and we're taking our profits and putting it into Shiba Inu, XLM, and XRP, right? And so there are a number of different people who basically share the same instructions, right? And then there's going to be other altcoins that you're going to be wanting to put some of your profits into. And with all of us in the wealth transfer, if we're doing that, it's going to push XRP up. It's going to push XLM and any of the other cryptocurrencies that we all go in on agreement with. Now, I've been sharing some things dealing with like the Shiba coins, the Shiba dog coins, and then we have the prophetic list of different coins that people will be putting money into. So I had said that I was going to wait, and it's actually pretty tempting when I look at just some of the other cryptocurrencies. You know, you look at Ethereum, it's down to 1,700. You remember, folks, it was almost it was over 4,000 last year. That's absolutely insane. So it's down well over 50%. You got XRP at 38 cents, very, very tempting. Cardano, 47 cents. Dogecoin, 8 cents. And Tron has actually been pretty steady throughout Bitcoin's drop. You know, I think it was hanging around maybe at the beginning of the year around maybe 12 cents or so. But overall, it's hung in there around that 8 cents mark. And then we have Shiba Inu, right? 401118. And so it does seem like there might be an opportunity to really get in pretty cheap. I think about $100 is going to get you close to maybe 10 million. Okay, so $100 to get you about 8.6 million. I think that just even within 24 hours ago, $100 would have got you 9.4 million. So it's actually very, very tempting. If somebody is trying to reach a goal of 100 million, you could, and you're already, say, a third of the way or halfway there, that would be a good opportunity to get in. But I don't know if things are going to get lower or if we're getting ready to go on a short bull run. It's very possible that we could see Bitcoin just, start to go up, back up to like 30,000, 35, 45, 55. I don't have any idea. But that's for another video that I'm going to do about where we see Bitcoin at in the month of July, prophetically speaking. So all these different coins that are out there, especially look at XLM, just right under 13 cents. We get ZIL at just below 5 cents. Gala just below 8 cents. So there's a lot of opportunities, and it's kind of scary because it's like, man, do I just pour some money in knowing that I'm going to sell whatever I purchase from here on out, that I could sell off before the Bitcoin crash? Because we do have, some indications about when it's going to happen. So I'm kind of stuck with what I want to do with that. If you have a goal, and this is why I say you need to follow what the plan that you have, the plan that you feel like God has you to do. If you are trying to build it up to where you want 100 million Shiba Inu, then stick with that plan. But, it's with the Bitcoin crash, it's still going to allow me to put in to all these other different cryptocurrencies. And I'm pretty sure that, Bitcoin going to zero, the prices to where you see right now, and this is at Bitcoin at 29,000. You can see like Kronos at 17 cents. So could you imagine, where's Kronos going to be if Bitcoin hits zero, or Shiba Inu? Will it add another 0 or 2? And so you look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin is probably going to be 1 cent or less. So, and you don't even have to even talk about that prophetically speaking. That's just the reality of if we see Bitcoin drop down to 0. All these are going to be cheap. Ethereum, currently at 1,700. I could imagine during a Bitcoin crash to 0, you might see Ethereum under $1,000, right? You might see it at 700 or 800. That would be absolutely insane. And we know Ethereum at some point down the road in the future is going to be worth a lot. Right? We know it's going to be worth more than 10, 12, 15, 20,000 down the road in the future. So those are definitely going to be opportunities in Bitcoin crashing to 0 and then going to 10,000, and then we're selling off because it's supposed to flash crash back to 0 again, right? And you're going to reset your orders back up and all that. Then you'll be able to, really get all the cryptocurrencies you want super cheap. Right? And it won't be that much of an effort, and you won't be struggling to try to reach your goal right now at this point. So with all that being said, I'm just, for me, myself, I'm torn whether or not if I should just keep stacking or not. But I have other things that I want to do. And if the Bitcoin drop is going to allow me to put all this money into certain coins, then I can focus on maybe, storing up on food and other items to prepare for rougher times, because things are going to get pretty expensive. So I'm kind of torn between that. Now, and then you have the other argument where you're like, well, you don't want to completely depend on that. You don't want to completely depend on, the BTC crash for whatever reason. If your orders don't get filled, and then you didn't stack your Shiba Inu or any other coins, then you're really going to be in a bad position. So it's just something to pray about and to think about just in case. Because, some people might only get a few Bitcoins. Some people might get 100. Some people might get 1,000, right? And so we don't know how all of this is going to work out. So you may just want to, especially if you're newer and you're new to the wealth transfer and you've been trying to buy Shiba Inu and trying to stack Shiba Inu, this would be the time because of the price of where Shiba Inu is actually at. You know, it's a pretty good deal, and so are a lot of the other coins. I mean, XRP, XLM, but XRP, you know, that's going to be the big one, and I'll get into that in the next video. But if we have a BTC crash to zero, you're probably going to see XRP down 20 cents, 10 cents, maybe even cheaper than that. All right, now let's get into Terra Luna. Right now, before I got sick and all that, we had got a prophetic word about Terra Luna. And for those of you who really got in early, right at that moment, and you sold, you made a pretty decent profit. So far, I made a pretty decent profit. And Christopher Harris has came back with some other prophetic words concerning that. At first, he had said he saw a very low price of like 5 zeros and a 7.3. And I think he may even have seen it lower than that. So it's possible that we could see it go down before it actually comes back up. Right? I have no clue, no idea. He also said that 0.004, according to what he was shown, was a safe place, was a safe pricing point to sell before any BTC crash. And then he also recently has seen it go above 1 cent. Right? So a 0.004 would be a safe place. Maybe the closer that we get to this BTC crash, it'll be at 1 cent. But I think regardless of what takes place, what happens, take this day by day, right? Because there's going to be other signs and other prophetic clues before we get this BTC crash. And even if you don't get a chance to sell it all before then, what difference is it going to make anyway if you benefit from the BTC buy limit orders? So currently, what's taken place is now we have a new Terra Luna, and then we have Terra Classic. Right, it's currently at 0.0, it's 408793. So if you take a look at, let's see here. So currently around the price of where Luna is, you get a little bit over $1 million for $100, right? And then, you know, your selling point, where you talked about the safe selling point, was 0.004. So $100 investment would be around $4,333 worth of profit. Now, if it does go down to where he said he did see it go to, and this is before any BTC crash, and it does go back up to 0.004, which is the safe selling point, right, which would earn you around $53,000. And I think for a lot of people, you would be able to do a lot with that. You'd be able to, you know, put into other cryptocurrencies. You'd be able to pay some bills. Maybe you need to get a car. You'll be able to stock up on your storehouse, you know, the food, and preparing yourself for rough times, right? And he did say he did see it go past the 1 cent. So that's even more money. But I think that with this, we just need to take it one day at a time. That's the way that I look at this, because you know, we got a lot of different new pricing points, and I'm trying to go through some of Christopher's prophetic words, and you know, maybe to get a little bit more clarity on where we're going to see the price of Luna Classic before Bitcoin's fall. Right? But we could also see Shiba Inu jump up dramatically too as well. All right, so maybe it just won't, maybe it's just going to be any type of coin. When it comes to the cryptocurrency market, that all pretty much moves together right now. And we have the Ethereum merger coming in August. And so maybe before we get into July, you know, people are going to be anticipating that. So we might see, like I said, a big movement in the cryptocurrency markets. All that remains to be seen. You know, like I said, Luna was just one of those investments that we just, you know, put a little bit of money in, and now we're kind of like in the same position as all the other coins, right? We're just waiting for the cryptocurrency markets to really move. I don't think so much that Luna is going to move all by itself, but that all remains to be seen, right? So we just take it day by day. Now, many of you who did invest in Luna that turned into Luna Classic, you did get an airdrop of the Luna, the new Luna, right? And it actually jumped up dramatically. According to the historical data from what I'm seeing here, it actually rose up to $19.54. So it kind of makes me wish, like, man, I wish I would have put in like a whole lot more into Luna before they did this airdrop, which would have allowed me to really prosper. So I did take some profits on this. I wish I would have been, I don't know at what time of the day or evening or at night this hit $19.54, but it would have been nice to sell it above that mark. I think that if most of you would have seen that, you would have tried to get rid of, you would have sold that Luna. I think there's still a trust issue. And, you know, folks, right now, the way that I see it, you know, the bots really are controlling the prices of everything dealing with Luna right now, because mostly everybody's trading it on Kucoin. And it's, you know, Kucoin is like a bot city, man. It's just everything is controlled on that platform mostly by bots. So with Luna, we're just now in a waiting period and seeing where that's going to go. If I see a major dip, then, you know, I'll put a little bit more money into it. But we have all these other coins that will probably rise along with Luna anyway. So that's just my opinion in the way that I look at things. So, but that's all I have for today. So my next video that's coming out after this is going to be dealing with Christopher Harris's XRP dream. All right, very important, I think. And then I'm also going to be connecting that to a prophetic word given by Maria Conwell. So, folks, that is all that I have for this today. I thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.